Shalom, shalom. Before I start this lesson, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren teaching His word in all sincerity and in truth. It's the brother Dama Agabar here with another lesson, Lord willing to edify and give you warning from Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. As you can see, I was reading this article from Blacklisted News titled Transhumanist Tech Brain Chips Going Mainstream. And you see, and that's the main point. Chips, the brain chips are going mainstream, and just chipping in general is going mainstream. But we know it's going to start with something as this Elon Musk, brain chipping technology, which is ultimately going to lead to the main chip, the MOTB, the mark of the what. And they're just slowly and gradually, introducing this, transhumanist technology where, merging man with machine will be the new craze, will be the new form of salvation and miracles and technology that, every human is going to be deceived into believing is how they can ascend themselves into a godlike status. I sound like fucking, godlike status, man. This is how, man could be, more than what God created him. You could, ascend beyond human capability, which we know here, as men of the Lord, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. This is what the Lord has already, slated for the elect of the nation of Israel to receive. But we're going to be changed in the instant, in the twinkling of an eye. And we're going to have the law, statutes, and commandments put within our inward parts. And with that, a God like, a extraterrestrial, creation here on the earth through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, with all power, will know all things, we'll be able to manipulate the elements, we'll be limitless in our abilities to control and, rule on this planet earth is through the changing of, the changing through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai on his elect. But you have Esau Edom, who is coming on the left hand with his form of salvation, with his form of, transhumanist, his form of, changing you in the twinkling of an eye through his technology, which will utterly fail. But at the end of the day, it's all, the ultimate goal of it is to ultimately to get you people, implanted with the MOTB, the mark of the beast, man. All right. And this is just one of the many miracles that Esau was trying to really, establish himself as a God here on the planet Earth. This is his form of, being God on the planet Earth through his technology. And he's going to deceive a lot of you people into falling for this shit. And you're going to be ultimately destroyed because, Esau's technology is carnal. It's not 100%. And it's going to have so many negative effects, and so many people are going to drop dead from trying to, enhance themselves with this type of technology that, it's going to fail at the end of the day, man. But the point being is that the main point is that, look, chips are going mainstream, and it's already happening all over the earth, man. You got a lot of people with RFID microchips already inside of them over there in Sweden, over there in the Netherlands. That's like, it's already been going mainstream over there. A lot of people have put these chips within them to open their doors to, they have their bank account information, their driver's license information, and things of that nature already within their chips over there in these different countries around the world. And then eventually it's going to come here to America, and it's going to go mainstream. All right. So I'm going to read a little bit of this article and just show you that this is part of the miracles that Esau is going to use to deceive a lot of you people ultimately into taking the MOTB. Because once this starts going mainstream and people start doing this shit to, open their doors, people might use this to be able to play video games with their mind without having to actually, use a controller and little stupid shit like that. The more and more people are going to hang on to the idea that, hey, this is cool. This is trending. This is technology. This is the way of the future. And it's just going to be an easier, easier transition into you taking the MOTB. Because if you already got Neuralink and a damn brain chip in your head, what harm could putting a microchip within your hand, what harm could that do? Which this is how you'll be able to get your CBD.
I want more.
This is how you'll be able to, get access to your CBDCs. This is how you'll be able to function and move about in this man's new world order. that he is going to bring upon everybody after he collapses this financial system and bring in this new, CBDCs and, cashless society and everything else, So if you already got a brain chip, what the hell is the problem if you taking a MOTB chip, But anyways, read some of this. It says FDA green lights Neuralink for human trials. Promise of enhancement is a Trojan horse. Hollywood predictive programming is rife with transhumanist upsellings, which is why you see a lot of these movies. They're showing you this, People have, they've merged man with machine. They got technology within them. They got microchips within their brains. They're, they have the internet of body, the internet of things. Everything is just interconnected through technology. They've been showing you this in movie after movie after movie, and then eventually it's going to become a reality now that they've green lighted the Neuralink for human trials. And like I said, you already have it happening over there in Sweden and different countries where people are putting chips within them to open, their doors, to get access to their apartments, to start their vehicles. They have their bank accounts and different things like that already linked to their CHIP. And then you had that company in Wisconsin, Foursquare, I think, they were giving their employees the option to microchip themselves to, print copies, to get access into the workplace, to get shit out of the vending machine that was giving them, certain perks that came with them, putting the chip within them in order to operate within that building, which is all just the gradual steps that these devils are using to ultimately prep and deceive everybody. All right, Salaki. It says Deus ex machina, aka God from the machine, is actualizing before our organic, currently unmodified irises. Would you or a loved one enjoy the novelty of Neuralink? Described on their website as follows: our brain-computer interface is fully implantable, cosmetically invisible, and designed to let you control a computer or mobile device anywhere you go. You see, and this is how they're presenting to everybody, as as an upgrade, as to become a godlike status, godlike capabilities through enhancing yourself with one of these brain chips, man. It'll let you control a computer or mobile device anywhere you go. Well, you can do that now. You just got to physically touch it and operate the computer, turn it on, use it, click it, touch it. But now they're going to do away with the whole hands-on aspect of it. It's all going to be, you and the computer will be one. You can use your, through your thought, you can control the computer. You can do this, you can do that. And it seems as if it's upgrading you to some type of godlike status, but they're not telling you the implications behind it. They're not telling you, the Trojan horses and the back doors that this technology is going to have for those controllers, man. They could flip switches and do particular things to where you can be controlled by this shit. And they're not going to tell you that aspect of it. They're just going to tell you the good and the convenience and how, if you were hurt or you were, paralyzed or you got Alzheimer's or, you lost the use of your limbs. This is through this technology and through this way of living that you could bypass all of that, And it's basically you come to Esau and he can make you a god, man. Just get down with his technology and let him nip and tuck and slide and implant this technology within you and you can live forever. It's all it's insane, man. But this is part of the miracles. Is this technology that he's going to use to deceive a lot of the people ultimately into getting these brain chips, man. You see? Now let me get this. Like I was going to say, who have we seen do that before? We saw Yahweh Shai do it when he came on the earth. It was through the power of the Most High that he was able to heal, that he was able to make the blind to see and the lame to walk and cleanse people of evil spirits that they had within them. Well, now you have Esau coming with his form of it on the left hand through technology, through Neuralink, through transhumanism. You see? So this devil, he has a God complex, man. And now he's going to deceive and convince a lot of you people that he has the ability and the technology to do it, not knowing that he's going to be putting this shit into you. You might be able to, open the door or start your car with this technology. You may be able to, get this chip and you can, receive your CBDCs. But he's not going to tell you the horrific damage it's going to do to a lot of the people that take this shit. Because the human body was not created to be enhanced with this type of technology. It causes issues. It's going to cause damage. It's going to harm a lot of people. All right. But the way that Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is going to give, upgrade and change his elect, you're not going to have no surgery. He's not going to have to be cut open and have wires and batteries, things with batteries and harmful chemicals and vibrations. Wavelengths put within you in order for you to be so-called upgraded. It's just going to be just like that, through a twinkling of an eye, through divine power. And this is Matthew 15. It says, healing crowds, Matthew 15:29. And Yahushua departed from thence and came nigh unto the Sea of Galilee and went up into a mountain and sat down there. And great multitudes came unto him, having with them those that were lame, blind, dumb, maimed, and many others, and cast them down at Yahushua's feet. And he healed them. You see, he healed them through the power of the Most High, through touching them. He didn't have to, have surgery and, cut this and open this and put this within them. You see, and Esau is trying to play this same role, but on the left hand through Neuralink. And then guess what? When they get Neuralink rolling and this technology, being able to, after it passes human trials, and they're going to be showing people, so-called being enhanced by this shit, it's going to be the same how it was there. You're going to have great multitudes lined up to these different companies and going to Esau and to Neuralink to try to be healed of their infirmities, to be upgraded, to be enhanced, to be blessed with his technological transhumanistic advancements, man. You see, so we see Esau trying to do that through the left hand, but it's all in deception and it's all in wickedness, man. It says, insomuch that the multitude wondered when they saw the dumb to speak and the maimed to be whole, the lame to walk and the blind to see, and they glorified the power of Israel. You see, and what does it say? The multitude wondered. You see, and that's what Esau is going to do. He's going to be using this technology, and the people are going to wonder at it. They're going to be looking like, wow, this is amazing. This is great. Technology is amazing. Look at what they're doing, not knowing that a lot of it is ultimately to ensnare you and to entrap you into a digital system that once you're in it, you ain't going to be able to get out of it unless you, kill yourself, or Esau just totally unhooks you from that system, where you won't be able to, where you won't even exist. You won't be able to go into grocery stores. You won't be able to get money, buy or sell, unless you are linked with that MOTB. And the word is thumazo. It says to wonder at, marvel, to be wondered at, to be had in admiration. You see, but when Yahushua did it, it was in righteousness. It was pure. It was all in through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. No gimmicks, But when Esau does it, it's going to be totally on the left-hand side, man. It says, it's not for me, dear readers. Your author will gladly be left behind, unenhanced, mental faculties intact, and under the sole control of consciousness, the spirit, and the good old-fashioned neurological brain chemistry. See, and this is what the guy, the article who's writing this article is saying, y'all can go do this shit, but he's not. He said he's going to remain how the Most High made him. He's not going to fall and be deceived or marvel at the technology of this shit and go and allow Esau to put this shit within you, because it comes with greater dangers, and it comes with the whole, badge of control that Esau is going to have over you once you allow him to put this technology and after you take his mark. It says, this is a long overdue article following on from a piece I wrote on brain chips and the buzz around legal eagles needing the procedure lest they get left behind. You're right. And that's what they're going to tell you, that this is going to be the wave of the future. If you don't get enhanced with this technology, you don't receive the MOTB, you don't get Neuralink, you don't, get down with this transhumanistic agenda, you're going to be left behind. Basically, you're going to be a thing of the past. Those who are not enhanced, those who don't have the MOTB, you're a thing of the past. You're not going to be able to live or function or buy or sell or even exist in this new dystopian, futuristic world that Esau is creating for you, man, which is nothing more than a goddamn, a digital enslavement, being shown as salvation and, advancing yourself and, becoming this, new godlike person, It says normalizing brain chips, the new trends. It says it can be challenging to keep up with the dystopic realities, predictive programming, and pronouncements and trial balloon articles being floated out there to gauge public reaction to suggestible content. And now we are reaching a new threshold of bizarreness as science fiction becomes to merge with both the possible and the probable. You see? It says, imagine a world where instead of where instead of hype around the latest iPhone or operating system, the lemmings salivate over the next upgrade. Firmware and hardware installed and hardwired into their skulls, implants connecting them to the Internet of Things, the Internet of Bodies, and a plethora of information, notifications, and stimuli, you see? And that's what part of the MOTB is. It's the Internet of Bodies, to where technology would be embedded and surgically implanted inside of people, hence the MOTB. You see, and this is what it all boils down to: them getting that micro C-hip within you, that charagma, man. You know, everything else is just for show. You know, that some people are going to get this that Neuralink bullshit within them, but that's not really, that's just the lead up into the MOTB. Because like I said, if they can get you to put Neuralink in you, what is it for you to get a fucking micro C-hip within you? You already done allowed them to put that within you. What's one more thing? It's just like once you get one tattoo, eventually you're going to get another one and another one until eventually your whole goddamn body is tattooed, or you got a whole sleeve, or your whole leg is tattooed, And this is what they're ultimately trying to do. But they're going to present it as, the wave of the future. Fuck iPhone. Look, in the future, you're not going to need an iPhone. You can just talk to somebody and text message using this technology in your brain and send somebody a direct message right into their right into their eyeballs, man. You want to text your girlfriend, you just use your brain and technology and your upgraded experience in life to just send them a direct message directly without even having to hold a phone in your hand. It says always connected, forever engaged, never truly present. And that sounds like a slogan from one of these commercials, man. You see? And this is what they're trying to get everybody to be, to wonder at the miracles of the beast. And this is how they're going to deceive a lot of people into getting the micro C-hip, man. All right, let me get that, man. What's that? Revelations 13. Let me get that. Revelations 13, the beast from the earth. It says, Revelations 13 and 11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and spake as a dragon. And this is America. This is the revitalized Roman Empire, and the two horns represents the Republicans and the Democrats, which in ancient Rome it was the plebeians and the patricians. You see, and they come speaking good words, like they want to help you, that they're all for humanity, that they're all for the people. But really, they have draconian and harsh, future plans for everybody, man. It's through these two horns that they're going to lead you into this beast system. That's working hand in glove to manipulate and to deceive you, people into, ultimately getting the charagma. It says, and he exercised of all the power of the first beast before him, which is the Roman Empire, and he causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, which is when he first started, using weapons of mass destruction. His technology started to really get more advanced and advanced. It says, and he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. And what's one of these miracles? Transhumanism, this technology, these Neuralink brain chips, cashless society, micro C-hips. Let's get the word for deceive is planio. It says to cause to stray, to lead astray, lead aside from the right way. It says to lead away from the truth, to lead into error, to deceive. You see? To sever or fall away from the truth, to be led away into error and to sin. And, that's ultimately what he's going to deceive everybody with this new transhumanistic technology. He's going to ultimately deceive everybody into getting a micro C-hip, which is the MOTB, the mark of the beast, man. Which if you do take that, you will be destroyed in the presence of Yahushua, in the presence of the lambs at the day of judgment. You see? And what did it say when Yahushua healed everybody? The people marveled. Well, people are gonna marvel at this technology when they really start to see, Neuralink, so-called work. They're gonna get people that are taking it. They're gonna show the whole world the abilities and the capabilities that it has, and the infinite possibilities. Like I said in that slogan, always connected, never. What did it say? Always connected, forever engaged, never truly present. They're going to let you believe you're going to be always floating around in the metaverse. You're just going to be this walking transhumanistic, God in human form, man, via the help of technology and Neuralink. They're going to be healing the blind, putting that Neuralink in, and then Neuralink can go into that part of the brain that causes you not to see and flip that switch and make it work. They're going to be able to use it to, fix the vertebrae of a paralyzed individual. And now he can walk and leap and jump. All the things that Yahweh Shah was doing through the power of the Most High, Esau is going to try to present that same power through technology. You see, and people are going to be in awe. They're going to be jaw going to drop and hit the floor, and everybody's going to be signing up to get down with this wave of the future. It says, where was I? Yeah, and he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had a wound by a sword and did live, which is the Roman Empire, revitalized today. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, right? And that's ultimately what he's going to do. All right, he's going to cause you to be killed. Now, it may not be physically at first, but when you go into the root word of this word killed, I'm going to show you. Like I said earlier, they're going to make it seem like if you don't have this technology, if you're not getting down with the times that we're in, you're going to be left behind. You're not going to be, what is this? No, this is not it. Where is it? Yeah, he should be killed. I think I typed in the wrong word. You're going to be left behind, man. You're not going to be able to function. Here we go. The word is apotekino, but when you go to the root word of apotekino, to kill, it says apo, it says of separation, of local separation. You see? Motion from a place, of departing, of fleeing, of separation as part from the whole. You see, any kind of separation of one thing from another by which the union or fellowship of the two was destroyed. And what's going to link you to the union of this new world order and this digital transhumanistic future is going to be the MOTB. You see, you allowing them to put Neuralink with you, put this mark of the beast within you, because that's going to be your that's going to be your identity. That's going to hold your information, your ID, your medical history, who you are as a person, your so-called social security number, And if you don't have that union that links you with it, which is ultimately the MOTB, you're going to be killed because you're going to be separated from this new digital futuristic era of living. And if you're living in the past without a micro C hip or the Neuralink, or you're not down with the new system, you're going to be left out because you won't be able to buy or sell. You see? And it says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, which that mark is the charagma, which is the micro C hip, in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You see? And like I said, and they're just using this whole, transhumanism as a gradual, introduction until eventually putting that MOTB in you, man. You see? So if you don't have it, you're going to be killed. You're going to be left out of the society. You're not going to be able to link yourself or to, engage in all of the, the way that society works without you having a digital ID, without you having, that micro C hip within you. You see? Just like on that movie Demolition Man, we use that example all the time. You had the guy Edward Friendly, and everybody that was living underneath the city, they didn't have the micro C hip. They didn't have the proper the things that united them with that futuristic world. So therefore, they couldn't operate. They couldn't get an apartment. They couldn't drive a car. They couldn't walk into the grocery store and live and operate because they didn't get down with that, with the requirements that were needed in order for you to flourish in that system. It was going to be the same when they bring in this new beast system, man. And like I said, and they're doing all these different miracles and doing all these different things to link you into it, and to deceive you into believing that it's salvation and that it's the way of the future and that you can live forever and do all of these things, man. But it's going to cause a lot of damage more damage than it does good. See, watch. It says, before recent FDA approval for Neuralink's human clinical trials was granted, the regulators had some concerns. It says migrating wires can induce inflammation, impair function in critical areas of the brain, and rupture blood vessels, said Victor Krothamer, a former FDA official for 3 decades, including a stint as acting director of the office that reviews human trial requests for brain implants. A migration problem can also erode the device's effectiveness, leading to the risk of surgical removal, he and other experts said. Inflammation, impaired cognition, ruptured blood vessels too. This is deja vu, a dreamy list of ailments or not dissimilar to something else we were told was safe and effective, you see. And they're not going to present this part of it to you. They're just going to show you the glorious part. They're going to show you, when it does work, this is how great it's going to be. But they're going to leave out all of these errors and problems that a lot of people are going to face when taking this shit. And I believe more people are going to die from taking this shit than more people are going to die from this than people that's going to have a good success at it, And I'm telling you right here, and scriptures even tell you that those that received the mark, they had that pus within their hands, that cancer. Because this is ultimately what it causes is cancer. You can't put this shit within your body without any harm coming to you. You see, it says there are also concerns over the intended lithium battery potentially damage brain tissues. Since all those spike proteins crossed over so many people's blood-brain barriers in mass transhumanist experiment, it just seems like a free-for-all at this point. Reuters has previously reported on the body count of animals arising from Neuralink's testing as follows. In all, the company has killed about 1,500 animals, including more than 280 sheep, pigs, and monkeys following experiments since 2018, according to the records reviewed by Reuters and sources with the direct knowledge of the company's animal testing operations. The sources characterize that figure as rough estimate because the company does not The company does not keep precise records on the number of animals tested and killed, you see? So a lot of people are going to get damaged by this shit, man. And look how many animals they killed. They said they're not even telling you the whole true number because they don't want that to get out there. But, here it is, they're testing this shit on sheep, pigs, and monkeys, and they're dropping dead. What the hell do you think it's going to do to people, man? They've been testing this shit on all type of monkeys, doing all these things. But, hey, they said now it's good enough to where it's good for human trials. They just gave Elon Musk the green light, man. So you people be stupid if you want to, man. All right. This is not an upgrade. This is not, how you're going to live forever. This is not the wave of the future, man. All right. This is just deception and you being tricked into believing some bullshit of Esau Edom, who was a damn liar and a demon and the father of lies, man. All right. And ultimately, the whole, the whole perfect concept of it, of them living forever and being enhanced and being able to, increase their intelligence tenfold and live forever. And if they die, they can leave their consciousness up into the cloud and live forever. That's for these elites. All right. They're not going to give you everyday average people that type of power and that access to that. They're just deceiving you into believing that you'll be able to get down with that. But they're not going to give you that. Like I said, they're just going to put this shit within you to enslave you and to control you and to corral you into that panopticon, man, a digital slavery system, and it says what? The lure of altruism. It says here where it gets tricky to scream into the wind, warning about hackable humans and mind control, whilst placating ethical and moral considerations surrounding life-changing improvements to help the severely disabled become able-bodied, or at the least being able to control their environment by using their minds connecting to the devices. And this is where they're deceiving you. They're giving you the illusion of all of this, but really is to enslave you and to have total control over you. Whether you can buy or sell, how much food you can have, how much water you could drink, and how much carbon you can consume inside of their futuristic slave system, man. But they're promising you the ability of, immortality and, going beyond the human capabilities and, and all this bullshit. All right. It says, who is it for? Taken from Neuralink website, general garnering public support for such uncharted territory as we move into the realm of human trials, understandably zero in on helping people with little to no mobility with the promise of enhancement. It's difficult to argue against withholding such pioneering technology that could change the lives of those suffering a life of immobility. You see, and this is where they're gonna, deceive, get a lot of people into taking this. That they're doing it to cause good, to help those who can't help themselves, to help the paralyzed, to help the blind, and that's part of how they're gonna, lure a lot of people into it. Because if they can do that, then guess what? Even if you're not paralyzed or blind or immobile, guess what? This can benefit you. It can help your IQ. It can help you be able to, control technology without touching it. It can make your life that much more better. They're going to present it in many different ways, man. And a lot of people are going to be allured and marvel at that to where they're going to seriously consider it and get down with the times, man. Especially if they're going to have their favorite athletes, their favorite entertainers, and these people that they worship and look up to getting down with this, then, the average person will do it too. What else? It says, put simply, the device restored the neurological link between the brain and the spinal cord, which typically severed during accidents such as Occam's. The device was implanted into Occam's skull, meaning it was not visible to the naked eye. When Occam think about walking, the implant detects electric activity in the cortex, the outer layer of the brain, and send brain waves wirelessly to the computer that Occam wears in his backpack. The information is then transmitted.
Like this?
Yes.
Okay.
The outer layer, the implant detects electrical activity in the cortex. So, when Yahweh Shai healed all those people, he didn't need to do all of this. He didn't have to put all these wires and give them a backpack and give them all this and that. Hey, when Yahweh Shai healed him, he healed them immediately, man. So you see Esau was trying to, do what, Yahweh Shai did, but through this technology, which is not even 100%, which is going to do more damage than good. It might look good for a month or two, but then eventually it's all going to fail and it's all going to backfire, and people are going to be tremendously and horribly hurt by Esau trying to play God, man. You see, but this is part of the miracles. This is where he's going to deceive a lot of people into getting down with this, man. You see, life imitates art, which I'm not going to read all of this. Yeah, but watch the movie Upgrade in 2018. They show you the same thing. They was trying to upgrade, a guy with a brain spine interface, which that brain face interface ended up taking control over that guy for the most part. And that's ultimately what Esau's trying to do. He's promising you, relief and help, but ultimately it's going to be a Trojan horse. He's going to have the ultimate access and the control over it at the end of the day. Look at this movie Transcendence, and there's other movies as well. But it says here, transhumanism is the end game, man. A lot of people are going to be deceived into believing in this bullshit, until where they're going to believe it until they're going to find themselves ensnared inside of a digital prison system ran by the elites, man. And you see, Esau's trying to play the Most High, man. And he's not God. He's a damn demon. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means. For that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, which is Esau Edom, which is the same one that's pushing out Neuralink, the same one that's going to bring out the MOTB, which is the mark of the you-know-what. It says, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God or that is worship, you see? And he's trying to do that with this technology. That's why, the beast, that's why it's speaking about that beast, that was performing those many miracles. This is Esau trying to play God with this technology, and it's going to deceive a lot of people into believing that he is God through it. When he starts showing the miracles, showing the blind to see, the lame to walk, the wire, the internet of bodies, the internet of things, how you can upgrade yourself continuously with technology, and eventually you can live forever because you can upgrade, you can link, upload your consciousness to the cloud, and you can always be here and never die, which is all bullshit. It says, so that he sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And it's funny because when this was written, it was during the time of that first beast, which is the Roman Empire. And it's back here all over again, like I just read in Revelations. It's back all over again, but this time in a highly technological, advanced way. It says, and now you know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way, which is Esau Edom. All right. So everything that he's doing is all in iniquity, man, all in wickedness, but it's being presented as salvation and technology and innovation and the future and transhumanism and, the ability to help. But really, it's all to deceive and to entrap and to enslave you. Your mind, your freedom of travel, and basically take away all of your God-given rights with the flip of a switch, with the implanting of a C-hip. He's going to have you people right where he wants you, man. All right. And he's going to control every aspect of your life. He'll even be able to control your thoughts, to know what you're thinking. All him trying to play God through his technology. And that's what him wanting these people to be uploaded with this technology is all about. Him having the ability to be God, to watch you, to monitor you, to know if you're lying or not, to know what you're thinking, to know if you're nervous, to know, what's going on inside your body at all times through his technology and AI. You see, he think he's going to be God with this shit, man. And he'll be able to control life and death with the flip of a switch. You see, it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, which is the prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, which is why when Yahushua returns, you're going to be destroyed. Esau is going to be destroyed. And everybody that has joined themselves in this holy, unholy union of, of getting down with this new digital beast system via the microchip, man. You see, it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. You see, and that all goes back to the, having people marveling at him, those lying wonders, those signs, this technology, and everybody that's deceived and joined into it, you're going to be destroyed by Yahushua in the presence of the lambs and the holy angels. Let me show you that. What was it? Here we go. Dooms for the worshipers of the beast. Revelations 14:9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You see, and that's going to be your judgment. All you people that are enamored and you're deceived into worshiping the beast and taking his MOTB and getting down with this transhumanistic bullshit, thinking that you're going to, evolve and become a god through technology and link yourself with this man's visions of the future, you're going to be destroyed by Yahushua and the holy angels when they return, man. You see, you're going to be burnt in the nuclear fire from the missiles and from the chariots of the angels. You see, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whomsoever receiveth the mark of his name. You see? So you don't want to receive that mark, man. You don't want to be deceived by this technology, because it's all ultimately going to lead to your utter destruction. You see? And this is the end game for Esau, man. Is to bring in this transhumanistic future, where he's going to deceive you into believing that you're going to be a part of this, and you're going to ascend and transcend and, become gods through technology, man. You're all going to be destroyed, man. And first you're going to be enslaved by Esau. He's going to control you and lie to you and control every aspect of your life. And then you're going to be destroyed by Yahushua at his return, man. So remember, brain chips and this chipping is going mainstream. So therefore, we know that the MOTB is very close, and this whole transhumanistic shit is just a gradual step into the ultimate chipping, which is the MOTB, man. So, hey, well, Lord willing, with that, you were edified. Lord willing, I wasn't all over the place. Call halal Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, putting the spirit on me and do this lesson. To the next one, Shalom.